Okay, so this is the 2023 Ashoka Tano's T6 Jedi shuttle. So it's still fairly new for late summer sets. It is, excuse me, 599 pieces. Originally retails for $80. A little steep in my opinion. I think $80 for the set is kind of terrible for a pretty small size shuttle, but it is what it is. Personally, I think it should have been priced at $60, considering that's what the last one was. So, and I'll be comparing them. So, but we're going to get started. Was kind of hoping when I heard that they made the set that they would make some improvements, but unfortunately they really didn't do too much improvements on this. So, but I'll go ahead and get the other one that I have from 2010 or 11, I think, was the year it came out. So, as you can see, they've definitely changed. For one, I do like the new color scheme on Ahsoka's. I like the dark red and the gray. Kind of reminds me of the Coruscant Guard gunship. Versus the bright red and the white, which this was kind of more for the cartoon show, The Clone Wars. This is for the Ahsoka Tano show. So, a little bit more detail into this one. Got some windows here. A little more detail in the wings. The cockpit. A little more detail. The back engines. And you also have a little turret in the back. Obviously, you can't fit a minifigure in here, but I do kind of like that idea. So, you had an extra engine there versus this one. You just have the three main engines. So, this one is a little bit bigger in size. Not too much, as you can see. The cockpit's smaller in this one. It's bigger on that one. So, but I'll go ahead and get into the minifigures. You get 4 minifigures, and they are all new to the set. So starting off, you get Marok, who is kind of the last, I think, Inquisitor. But also, I'm going to do my best to try not to give any spoilers out in case anybody has not seen the Ahsoka show. So, but you got this nice kind of armor piece, and like the other Inquisitors, you can fit his lightsaber on his back. I'm not going to take the blades out. I'm just going to show you if I can do this one-handed. So as you can see, you can put his lightsaber on his back if you wanted, which I think is a really cool feature with the Inquisitors. Give me one sec here. It's a little hard to do one-handed. Okay. So there's Marok. Your second minifigure you get is Sabine Wren, and the one thing I'm kind of disappointed about this minifigure is I think the helmet looks great. The chest, torso, legs, they don't give you any like arm detail at all. And if you guys remember in Rebels, and even in Ahsoka, she did have kind of like the traditional Mandalorian armor. So I don't know why they kind of didn't do anything else on this character, but she does have the rangefinder, which moves down, her twin Mandalorian blasters, and then she does have a face, normal face, and then her battle face. It does come with a hairpiece, but we'll get into that when I get into the actual set. And then your third minifigure you get is Professor Huyang, which, if you guys remember, this was the professor who helped build Jedi lightsabers. It is also Ahsoka. So I think it's really cool they give you him. And he's got some really cool detail, like little wires there to kind of reference he is kind of a protocol droid. So I especially love this head mold too. Really cool. And your final minifigure is Ashoka, obviously, who's in the cockpit. And the first issue I do have with this set is you can only fit one minifigure into this. If you guys remember on this one, you get 4 minifigures, but you can only fit 2. And I did kind of have a complaint about that. So as you can see, I have Obi-Wan and Anakin with some room in the back for the lightsabers. Not too much space. But this one, you only have space for 1 minifigure. And you get a new version of Ashoka, and I forgot to grab my other Ahsoka, unfortunately. But this one is super well detailed, which I don't understand why they gave her the arm detail and not Sabine. Like, I really wish they would have kind of gone all out with some of these minifigures, but so there's your 4 minifigures, and I'll get the rest of their equipment out soon. There's a cockpit, just a little control there, nothing too fancy. The one thing too is the cockpit does come off. It's not supposed to, because on this, the cockpit would come off, and it was supposed to, I guess, reference an escape pod. I can do this one-handed. There we go. So it's kind of reference an escape pod when the ship was too damaged to fly. This one doesn't, which I'm fine with that. Like, it doesn't really need to have a cockpit. Give me, or escape pod, sorry. Give me a sec here. You have stud shooters in the front, which they do shoot pretty far. I can show you just to kind of give you a reference. Actually, I'm going to shoot the other one. So you just push down and it shoots out, which I'll get in a minute. Which is definitely an improvement compared to this one. This one, you would just push these and it would take away from like the blue flame in the back to reference the engine, and these would shoot out. Obviously it works when you have the wings. I just didn't feel like doing it with the wings out. But also the landing gear is kind of the same on this one versus this one. So landing gear is this little thing right here, which is really annoying. Like, that's your only landing gear for the set. So it's just, it wobbles around everywhere. Whereas this one, I like the effort they went through. These 2 little pieces here, you just push in. But it essentially does the same thing. Like, it just doesn't, it tips down. Like, it does keep from tipping side to side, but it just tips down super easy. And they add this little feature, which is like another door to enter, so outside of it. Which I will say does happen at one point in the show. That's all I'm going to say. So, but and the one feature that I do like, well, actually, before I show that, let me get to the main function, which is the wings. So, on the old one, you have this big gear and the small gear that turns it. And let me put the landing gear up. Do this one-handed. So it'll look like that. So, but the old one, or the new one, I should say, has the same feature, but let me landing gear up. The wings just tip super, super easy, which I don't really like. I mean, it is kind of nice, but I mean, it does keep the cockpit from moving too much, but it just is super easy. So I'm not too big fan of that. And then the final feature on the set, which I actually like this, is these panels lift up and you have storage. So you have Sabine's hair. Get out of there. First of all, you get this little, it's supposed to be a tool. Oh. Hold on. I apologize, guys. It's hard to do this one-handed. Let me get the landing legs back out. Okay. So you have this little toolkit, which is supposed to be Hu Yang's, to kind of help him repair the shuttle. And I'm not really certain if that's supposed to be a kyber crystal. Probably not, because he was kind of the professor to help build Jedi lightsabers. And then you have Sabine's hair and her lightsaber, or I say, we'll just say her lightsaber. And then the other side, you have Ahsoka's twin white lightsabers. Man, see what I'm talking about? Just tips, super easy. So I will give the rest of them their equipment. So just give me one. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Gotta take a little bit longer. But there's all your minifigures. There's Sabine with her lightsaber and her hair. Yang with this wrench, and Ahsoka with her two lightsabers. Yeah, she does have another face. I can't remember if I showed you the back of her. But, you know, this minifigure has a lot of detail, which I really like. So, but yeah, there is that for you guys. If you're wondering if you should get this set, I would hold off. Maybe now, maybe a good time. Maybe now it's been out for a while. Maybe you can find it a little bit cheaper. But honestly, if you want, you would probably be better off just getting the minifigures. I absolutely think these minifigures are awesome. I think they are super cool. The set itself, not a big fan of. Personally, I would honestly just save your money and get the Ghost and Phantom 2, which I reviewed last week. So if you want to check that out, go check out my channel. And then I do also have a review of this guy. It's one of my older videos, but it is on my channel. If you look under my Republic playlist, you should find it. So, but yeah, there's that for you guys. Hopefully, I didn't disappoint any of you guys or not, but here's my thoughts on this set. So, a little disappointed, but I do like a few things on it. So, but yeah, there is that for you guys. Hope you all enjoyed this review. Be sure to like, comment, and share the video if you enjoyed it. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the bell notification so you never miss a video from me. And I also do want to let you guys know, I think moving forward, I'm going to start trying to put out my videos on Saturday morning. They seem to be a little bit easier for me because I am off on weekends. So let me know if that's something you guys are cool with. If not, I can go back to Friday evenings, but I think Saturdays might just be a little bit better for me. So, but yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Be sure to also, before I forget, be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My social media links will be in the description below. But yeah. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all real soon.